Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for watching us from everywhere you are, whether it's be live on New World TV, on YouTube, via the Daily Trend playlist on New World TV channel, or Facebook with the Daily Trend TDT. And welcome to another episode of the Daily Trend Francophone Edition season finale. It is obviously a privilege to be once more on the set and raise a topic dealing on youth and réseau and social media as a tool for development. So we are living in a world overconnected, and every day we always chatting on Facebook, WhatsApp, and all other social media. But the question here, we are wondering if we can use that for development based on the youth around the world. So as usual, I'm not alone to debate with this topic. I'm along with one lady and a gentleman. Good morning. Let me start with the lady, right? Good morning, Beatrice.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Fine.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I'm okay too. So, Formija, how are you doing?
I'm very fine.
That's okay. I think the last time we were together, we were on the same set. It was on climate change. We were dealing about contribution of young people in climate change. Maybe we will come back with that, all right? But first of all, I want us to find more about the terms that are determining the theme of today's. So I'm looking at Beatrice now. Can you tell us more about the topic?
Okay, before we go into the topic, I would like us to look into this issue that this girl went through. She's a lady of more than, let's say, 20 years plus. She wants to get a job in the cabinet as a lawyer or something like that. And she posted, this trend that went viral on TikTok, I wouldn't say moral because it's not appropriate. The kind of trend that went on social media, especially on TikTok, where people get to share their nudes and all of that stuffs. So she also involved in this trend. And what happened? She wants to get this job.
Yeah.
Having this record. So you know that today, before you get a job, you go to find this kind of job and they ask you for your name and everything that's going on.
Okay.
You tell them everything, you pass it on through the interview and everything. So what happens next? They take your name, they go to social media, and they try to, know the kind of image you portray virtually.
Who are you truly?
Who are you truly on net? So they went and they saw all of these things and they refused to give her the post. She was really qualified for this job.
Yes, I remember.
But she was refused of this kind of opportunity. So what do you think about this? Do you think that they did right, or maybe she's just a youth that could live her life the way she wanted?
No, social media, in your talk, in your speech, you said that when you apply for a job, they go back to social media to check some background or underground information on you. So first of all, you should know that social media, they are not private. There's no privacy on social media. Anything is public. Any person has access to anything that you send on internet. So people know this. So once you apply for this, and many of our ladies today use to send some things that
I think we already involved in the subject. We are really talking about what is actually the I may say the negative part or the negative impact of social media. But I just want to come back first and try to put the definition and explain to people truly what is social media, because I think 20 years ago we were not able to talk about we would not be able to talk about such a topic. But let me just give you a quick definition. Actually, social media is a computer technology that facilitates the sharing of ideas, thoughts, and information through virtual networks and communities. And according to the narration you're just telling us, I think that was that lady from Cameroon.
Yes.
From Cameroon, she was. Yeah. Unfortunately, for a case, she was putting on network things that should not be allowed.
Actually, something that doesn't portray who she really is.
No, that's who she is.
Because
that's what she's doing.
Because besides the fact that she posted something like that, doesn't determine the totality of who she is. She's a graduate.
What do you mean by totality?
Wait. She's a graduate. She's intelligent. But would you agree with me or disagree with me that this video shows who she is or portrays her level of intelligence?
You know, it just say that. Which TikTok? That's TikTok.
If we talk about TikTok, first as anything,
one of the social media, right?
Yeah.
You know, it just said social media is not a private.
There's no privacy on social media. Anything is a public.
So there's no way for you to come, and if you wanted something to be, private, you should not be coming and putting out, because that's actually what we are inside of us. Our inner man, we show it through before having social media. We were able to discuss between us, sharing our experiences. But today we have another dimension of lifestyle, I would say. So what you could do in a hiding place, you have a possibility to do it now in public place, and that shows exactly who you are, and that's relating on the
I did it to your point there. Our action determine or means what we really are, because before doing something, you think before you do it. So if there is something that you have to think before you do it, the thing immediately express you yourself, so, who you are. Based on this, social media, you should also know that social media is a form of electronic communication on which people try to create online community. If it's a community, so you yourself, you send something in a community, means that many people will have access to it.
Okay, I wouldn't want us to continue debating.
Next time, what can you advise her? Because I just wanted to, to advise her finally when you find out.
We will get to that, because surely we're going
not only on TikTok, even on WhatsApp, those pictures we send on our stories to publicly. Anything you send immediately go to internet. So when people want to have information to you, they go to internet and look for all.
I just remember a sister of mine. One day she was an old-fashioned lady, long time ago, years before, and after she changed her mindset. But the problem is she published a lot of pictures on Facebook, even though she was trying to delete them. No. It was not possible.
Today, the world is so progressive in such a way that my pictures. Last time I changed my phone. I changed my mobile phone, and once I configured the phone, my old pictures that I took, and I forgot that I saved them on Google. How do you call it? Google Photo.
Yeah.
And once I configured my phone, all the pictures. I
think that one can be a positive side of talking about social media, because most of the time we don't have the possibility to have an art driver, okay, and then when we have we have a possibility to save our pictures, everything that is related to us through Google or Drive. That's a value for our society.
That's an advance.
And I also want to talk about one thing on this negative part of social media, the addictive. Because when they conceived it, the mindset of the Mark Zuckerberg, all those big leaders, actually the social media, especially Facebook, all the GAFA team, the purpose was to retain the people's attention as long as possible, and also to consume their data.
Yeah, but besides
no. If you saw the logo of, I once watched interview with the creator of Facebook, Max. He has a logo in his shirt, and he wrote how do you call it in the logo. Keep the world always connected. So, and according to American Academy, people spend 8 to 10 hours on social media.
Yes, that's true.
So,
because we
so
have
this is kind of
45%
additive you're talking about.
And that's a problem, actually. Don't you see, Beatrice? When you're spending, last time too, still talking about the negative side. Last time I had a friend of mine, a classmate. Actually, we had an assignment. To submit the day after. But after class, we went back home, and then while I was, handling my computer, she stood there on TikTok, just scrolling her phone, scrolling.
Yeah.
More than 2 hours. While we had an assignment to submit the day after. And that's a problem, because at that very moment, the day after, we're going to say that we don't have time for this, we don't have time. While you were doing, you took two. Actually, they think it's entertainment. It's not entertainment.
It's not only entertainment. It's a waste of time.
It's a waste of time.
And this dangerously, these create trouble of sleeping troubles,
Yes, so
mental troubles. People, once after scrolling those videos on TikTok, on social media, when you take your book to learn, you are already tired.
Already,
you could no more. Not you are tired, but your mind is already tired, so you could no more learn again. So these are the negative aspects. You cannot sit down and just scrolling, and it is done in such a way that when you are scrolling it,
yes,
you don't even know.
Because there are too many content.
Yeah.
Talking about the still on TikTok, because as for me, TikTok is really an entertaining and social network. But do you know that in the United States, they are trying to ban it? They are struggling to ban TikTok because it's too much addictive for young people.
Why do they ban it? Because we all know that TikTok is created by China, right? In China, it's not the same. The same TikTok we are using here. They use it for. They have good use for it, but we here we have bad use of the TikTok.
You think it's only?
Of course, because it is. Yeah, because we African also, we don't like. Excuse me for the term. We are more attached to something that is not profitable for us. For sure. Because if we take, for instance, the TikTok you're talking about, look at the number of people who are on TikToks. Now, how do they use TikTok? Think about how many people are using TikTok for the good use of TikTok.
But I think, there is in everything there is a silver lining. There is a good and a positive and a negative side. But
of course,
we're just tackling on negative. I don't know if you have one thing to retain about positive.
Yes, because I'm thinking like we are too much focused on the bad aspect.
Okay, come on to what
media.
So
since we're talking about youths and we're talking about social media, who are the youths? These people that the young generation we have today, they are this kind of group of people we have that are still developing, that are still growing, that are inexperienced and juvenile, if we can say.
Yeah.
And mostly we can see these youths like spending almost. There are youths we have today can spend 24 hours on TikTok, for example, at social media, and we have almost 45% of these youths that spend their time on their mobile phones. And Mr. Fomija talking about the bad aspect of this, especially he said TikTok. But I can tell you too that this TikTok, we have our mothers outside there who use TikTok to promote their sales, because social media doesn't only have the objective or the goal, the aim to just to bring like something that is not profitable to the population, like he said, because you can try to gain what you want to gain.
Yeah, surely.
And it depends on what you want to gain, how you want to gain it, and what you want to use it for. People do sales. What do? They take pictures, or they do short videos about what they sell.
That's what it is.
Services, and they publish it on this social media, for example, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and they make good sales. So.
No. It's not that I'm completely against the thing that TikTok is useful for us.
Yeah.
Anyway, we use it for. There are many information on articles, on shops. We found them on TikTok.
We can hire something
media.
like LinkedIn.
Yeah, LinkedIn.
Yes,
even Facebook. We have YouTube and so on and so forth. Today they are more developing in the business domain. But the thing is that if you take the statistic, 95% of youth today has mobile phone, and they use social media. And according to research, 45 youth are all the time are constantly connected online. But the question,
the social media, of course.
So what are they doing? Are they doing nonsense?
Yeah,
or
that is the question.
Reading their books, their books.
Learning too.
Not only in business domain they are developed. Even today, our brothers who are selling today some shoes, you can stay here in Togo and order shoes from Dubai, order shoes from all over the world to sell here. You just go to the port and take your comment.
Okay, dear, not to cut you short, ladies and gentlemen, dear viewers, we'll take a quick break. Grab onto your points because more interesting things are yet to come. Welcome back again, and if you're just tuning in, we are talking about the youth and social media as a tool for development. We talked about youths, these young people we have today, part of the working class population that are growing this country, and we also talk about social media, the means of interaction between two or more people at large, and also a means of socializing, of interacting with people that you don't even see close to you from afar, different from what we used to do before we suffer to get messages go across countries by SMS and all of this stuff. But today with social media, we can interact, we can share our feelings, our thoughts, and what we think with people beyond and outside different parts of the world. So we can also talk about statistics. We have lots of people that are using social media today. Yeah. Many people. On Facebook, we have 2.74 billion active users. That's on Facebook. On YouTube, we have 291 billion. That's quite a lot. You know, YouTube is used for making content, videos, and all stuffs. That's even one of the social media we used to watch tutorials and
of course. Yeah. And you know, like for example, when it comes to learning English, somehow you don't even need.
I have lots of friends that I advise to go on YouTube. For example, we have the
very short, the Daily Train
on YouTube. So that's an advantage.
Many people use it for live, especially want to do something and let the whole world follow you. You make it in live through YouTube.
Okay.
And I just want to say that social media is also changing people's life. You know, there are some people, some activists, people that were not known actually, but just because of a short video that they put on TikTok or anyway, actually, but when it's on social media, everybody all over the world, they are known, and from there they promote themselves.
Yeah, this is what me I call an aspiration that the youth, the new generation is getting from social media. Yeah, they get aspirated from social media through some video, especially on YouTube, because something TED Talk. TED Talk is a short video during which people share their experience, professional experience in life, in successful life. Those people who have already succeeded in life, so they try to share.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, TED Talk. If you go to on YouTube, you just type TED Talk, it will look at. Yeah, they are very instructive videos.
Now let's tackle development. You know, because as we say, we have social media. We know what it is. Like social media, we have our young people. As Barack Obama said one day that what is the most important for Africa is the youth, the potential that we have as with demography, and knowing that the most of the population, the highest rate of population are still young people. So that's very interesting, and actually that's a potential for us. But when it comes to development, first of all, actually, what is development? Development is a branch of demography which refers to the standard of living and the quality of life. For example, when it comes to water providing, when it comes to electricity, and everything that is around in our daily life. So how can we put the link, or how can social network be a tool for development, for improving our environment, for example?
For example, social media can be a very good tool for development, like I said earlier, these businesses we have today. And you also made mention of people we know. We know there's lots of stars we know today. We don't know them before, but they surely existed.
Yeah.
But through social media, we got to know these people. So social media can also be used for development in terms of personal branding. For example, I want people to know me. I want people to know that this is what I do. I want to sell my image.
Yeah.
Not literally, of course. I want to show them that this is what I offer services. This is what I do. This is the purpose for example, organizations. This is what we do. This is how we help people. This is how we support people. We can do that via social media. And that can also help us to strengthen the bond we have among each other. For example, I know that for Mitchell is the kind of person that he likes motivational talks. Or maybe I know that he's battling something right now.
Yeah.
I could just go on TikTok or on YouTube, like Tech Talk he talked about, and I'll send him something. That would help him to bring back his morals, actually.
Yeah.
And also, talking about empowering the youth. For example, today we have forums. People who can attend these forums can also watch it from social media, and that doesn't mean they wouldn't have the information. Via information, they would know what is going on, what is being talked about,
right information,
right information without getting to where this thing is happening.
Yes,
and also it helps to voice out sensible and crucial issues that are going on in the country. For example, the death of beloved sister Fortune that died in France. For example, people wouldn't have known how sensitive this information is if people didn't send it via TikTok and via Instagram. The information was everywhere, literally everywhere.
The thing is that once only one person share it in a group, and immediately it will already spread.
Spread out.
Yeah, because
everybody will get it and share it.
Some of our youths are very lazy reading these magazines and etc. But for example, social media, we know very well that they like social media. So it was via social media that they could know what happened, how it happened, and what's going on actually around the world, if they wouldn't have to turn on their TV, our traditional medias that we have today. So that's also a way of improving our youth and even life.
That's true. Today, even last week, the Italy population has introduced climate change teaching in their education system.
Climate change.
No, not only. Why did I talk? Why am I talking about this? Because they create an app. They create an app to sensitize people to create a group on application. Right now, I'm talking to you. Their students are in laboratory trying testing the application if it will work well, if it is good for you. So it's already.
I just wanted to add something on going on the same point, and also as you mentioned the brainstorming, that's very interesting, because when you talk about development, there is a personal development, but also there is also a development of a group, of a country, of a region, of a quarter, of a district, or anyhow.
On this point of development today, thank God COVID-19 has come all over the world, and in Togo, thank God, because it helped Togo to put, how do you call it, to have online course. Online classes. At the time we didn't have it.
Okay.
Online classes. Today you can be at home and do.
I think it's better to say that COVID-19 did harm, but at least we found one good.
Yeah, one good for it.
To bypass.
You can. Social media, you can be learning.
We have to be resilient, actually. And talking on the same point, I just wanted to tackle the point on the educational system. Yes, relating on what you just said. You know, today, for example, in Togo, we have planes. We are planning development. Yeah. We have factories that are being implemented. We have a DTCOPE platform and all that. But who are going to be there? Are going to be working there? Who is going to be working there? But the youth. And where did does the youth get qualification from? E-learning, from a forum everywhere around the world via social media. And that's why it's very important, because education is the base, actually. As for me, education is the base for development. I just appreciated last time. I don't know if you know the president of the University of Lomé.
Yeah,
he's also the minister of the primary education.
Yeah,
yes,
the
and
first and the secondary.
Last time via TikTok also, I heard his speech. He was talking to the pupils and pupils from primary, and he was telling them that we won't allow your nonsense. We are here for school, and if you do nonsense, we won't allow it. And that was very interesting to hear him talking like that to children, because they have to be focused on what is related on the country's development. They should not be focused on things that doesn't have to do with development. Maybe there is a lot of things on social media. Even today, social media has made the job possibility very easier for people. You can be here but looking for a job in the United States or in France, in Mali, and so on and so forth. You just have to get ready your passport
and then
everything.
you send anything. Yeah. So it is not only if only our brothers and our sisters can have a knowledge of this, can be aware of this, to know the good use of social media. I think it will help us very long.
That's really what I feel, because
talking about good use of social media, even Komla Loki, a high school student in the Plateau region, he was sanctioned for something. He did a video.
He's a mayor, but
sanctioned the teacher, and he posted it.
Yeah, that was funny.
Not only, even in Plateau region. There was a great personality sanctioned by the president in Togo. Here I'm talking. It was sanctioned by the president.
That's just to show
because he has intercourse with his own wife, and then by mistakenly he shared that video. He was having intercourse with he sent the video in group. A great personality, communal personality, and he was sanctioned.
That happened 2 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, 2 or 1, something like that.
And sanctions are going on just to show that like nonsense and all this kind of attitude will not be condoned on social media. Having social media, you can do anything you want, doesn't mean that you can actually do everything and anything you want to do.
That's it. But we all should know that social media today is contributing a lot. If whatever is happening here now is already discovered other side of the world. So
of course, for example, why do we have, for example, in New World TV, we are New World TV, which is a channel by itself, but we also have a YouTube page of New World TV. Why do we have it? Because we know there are some people, some subscribers, they do not have the possibility to acquire the
TV and so on.
TV. And they go on YouTube to get the information. So we have to use them. That's quite useful for all of us. But we should know what is important for ourselves and also for the development of our countries. Today, people are promoting good habits from. I just remember during the World Cup, we saw the Japanese team. Just after the match, they were cleaning the stadium.
Yeah.
Okay, they were gathering all the waste from the stadium, and that was a good habit they were promoting from that day, via the social media. We heard it everywhere, and everybody knew that Japanese people, they are really clean persons. But unfortunately, we had of time. I just want to have your final say regarding this topic. What do you think, or what is your last word?
To my dear viewers, I think it's very important to know the good use of social media and not to use it just the way we want to use it. It's very important to also know that social media, apart from collective advantages, also have personal advantages where we can build our self-esteem and etc. And we should also know that it's very important to use social media for profitable purposes, to promote life, develop yourself in the country, and not to contribute or engaging in fraudulent activities like on Facebook, for example. Yeah,
thank you, Beatrice. What about you, Formija? But I want to go on the other side. What if, for example, you have a sister of you, a little sister who's constantly on TikTok or WhatsApp, just scrolling her phone? What can you advise? What can be your advice?
Generation has passed.
Your sister?
I know.
Okay. Come on.
Generation has passed, and our generation is also coming to pass, and it will pass. And everybody has a responsibility to play or to assume in this world. So to my sister, she has a history there. to manage.
Yeah.
He has, maybe if she's not a student, he's a job learner. So he has to learn or to be focused on his target, and that's all. And also, there are many things we want to learn today, but we don't have it in our education system. Through social media, you can learn it. I have my own brother. He learned computer science online. And he even got certificate online.
Oh, that's also we wanted to mention that. We should mention we can be certified via
online through social media. So he has a certificate on social media. He followed the course, the training online. So to my sister and to my brothers, there are many good use of social media, but it depends on how we use it. On the same of social media, we have fake news, we have through how do you call it, good news. It up to everybody. It up to everybody to know what he is looking for, to know what he will get. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for media. I think fortunately we just reached the end of our show. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard us from on this topic based on the youth and everything has a silver lining, but we have to know what we're looking for on 7:15 with a repeat every Sundays at 7:15. Till we meet again, stay blessed.